Collaboration is one of the most powerful tools in a musician's arsenal, capable of breathing new life into a performance or recording session. But for most of their career, the Beatles worked within a tightly sealed unit. With a few exceptions for session musicians, the band remained self-contained, spending years locked in studios with only each other for creative support. By the late 1960s, however, this close-quarters dynamic began to crack. After retiring from live touring in 1966 to concentrate exclusively on studio work, a bold and unprecedented decision, they produced some of the most celebrated albums in music history: Revolver, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, and the White Album, among others. But while this period was creatively rich, it also brought immense pressure. As the biggest band on the planet, the Beatles constantly faced expectations to outdo their previous work, leading to an intense and exhausting work environment. It was only a matter of time before the cracks became unavoidable. During the tumultuous Get Back sessions in 1969, tensions between band members reached a boiling point. George Harrison briefly walked out, John Lennon insisted on Yoko Ono's presence during sessions, and Paul McCartney clashed with the others over bringing in Alan Klein as the group's business manager. The atmosphere was so fraught that making music became nearly impossible. The breakthrough came unexpectedly with the arrival of Billy Preston. A seasoned keyboardist, songwriter, and in-demand session musician, Preston was equally adept at playing soul, funk, R&B, and rock. He had first crossed paths with the Beatles back in 1962 and developed a rapport with the group early in their rise. Years later, Harrison brought him back into the fold during the Get Back sessions, hoping that Preston's presence might ease the mounting tension. And it worked. According to Harrison, Preston's involvement brought an immediate lift to the mood in the studio. He recalled that once Preston sat at the electric piano, the energy in the room shifted dramatically. The addition of a fifth musician, someone outside the internal conflicts, broke the ice that had formed between the band members. Because Preston was unfamiliar with the underlying tensions and interpersonal politics, he was able to participate freely, bringing a sense of innocence and enthusiasm that helped re-energize the group. Preston became one of the very few non-Beatles to receive credit on a Beatles record. The single Get Back was even released as The Beatles with Billy Preston, a rare acknowledgement of an outside collaborator. His impact, however, went beyond that one track. He played a vital role throughout the album sessions, contributing to a more positive and collaborative atmosphere. Harrison later reflected that everyone seemed to enjoy themselves more with Preston involved, and that it lifted their performances overall. The sessions felt more spontaneous and natural. What they recorded was, in many ways, exactly what ended up on the final album. Without Preston's invaluable contribution during this critical time, it's possible that Let It Be might never have come together. His presence offered a release valve for the tension threatening to tear the band apart, helping them hold on just a little bit longer.